The massive $100 billion deal between Nvidia and OpenAI. Amazon talks to invest $50 billion into OpenAI. Elon Musk wants to merge SpaceX with his XAI lab to build a $250 billion empire. The CEO of Anthropic just warned that AI could destroy human life. Apple spent $2 billion on this new AI, and Google released a tool that completely destroyed the gaming industry. We also have robot cops on the streets of China, NASA using AI on Mars, and an FBI bust on a $10 million AI music scam. We have new tools, big lawsuits, and a lot more AI stuff in this video. So let's jump right in. First up, Nvidia's plan to invest a staggering $100 billion into OpenAI has reportedly stalled. This is absolutely insane. According to the Wall Street Journal, Nvidia's massive plan to invest $100 billion into OpenAI has stopped after some inside Nvidia expressed doubts about the deal. Next up, Amazon is reportedly in talks to invest a staggering $50 billion into OpenAI. Yes, you heard that right. $50 billion. If you've been following the news this week, we just mentioned that SoftBank was looking to drop $30 billion. Now, this is a massive plot twist because, as you know, Amazon is already the lead investor in Anthropic, the company behind Claude. Next up, we have what could be the biggest financial story in the history of Silicon Valley. OpenAI is officially preparing for an IPO. According to the Wall Street Journal, Sam Altman is targeting Q4 of 2026 to take the company public. This is absolutely massive. If you were wondering why we've been seeing reports of Amazon and SoftBank trying to drop a combined $80 billion on the company this week. Next up, SpaceX is reportedly in talks to merge with XAI. Elon is using SpaceX's resources and Starlink data to train Grok, but according to reports, he's now looking to make that relationship official by merging his rocket company with his AI lab. This would create a massive vertically integrated powerhouse valued at well over $250 billion. Next up, we have some massive geopolitical drama involving DeepSeek and Nvidia. According to an exclusive report from Reuters, a top U.S. lawmaker just dropped a bombshell allegation, claiming that Nvidia actually helped DeepSeek hone AI models that were later used by China's military. Nvidia has denied any wrongdoing, stating they follow all export laws, but this story is exactly the kind of fuel that leads to even stricter chip bans. A former Google engineer has just been found guilty of economic espionage and stealing confidential AI tech for China. The engineer, Linwei Ding, was caught red-handed uploading over 500 confidential files related to Google's proprietary AI data center hardware and software. He was secretly serving as the CTO for a Chinese tech company and even started his own startup in China to compete with the tech he was stealing. Next up, we have a terrifying wake-up call from Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic. He just dropped a chilling warning that the AI tech he's creating could literally ravage human civilization. Specifically, he's worried that as models get smarter, they could launch massive cyber attacks that shut down entire countries. He said that we are reaching a tipping point where the tech is moving faster than our ability to regulate it. Next up, Anthropic just got hit with a staggering $3 billion lawsuit. Major music publishers, including giants like Universal Music Group, are suing the company for what they call flagrant piracy of over 20,000 copyrighted works. Basically, the publishers claim that Claude was trained on their song lyrics without a cent of compensation, and they've caught the AI spitting out identical word-for-word copies of famous hits when prompted. They are asking for $150,000 per song, which is the absolute maximum statutory damage allowed by law. Next up, Dow just dropped an announcement that they are cutting 4,500 employees. Dow is calling this a massive AI-driven overhaul. They are slashing about 12% of their global workforce, specifically to modernize their operation and pivot resources into automation. This is exactly the pattern we've been tracking all week with Amazon and Pinterest. If you were planning to buy a new laptop, smartphone, or gaming rig this year, you need to hear this. The AI boom is officially making tech more expensive for every single consumer. According to reports from the New York Times and Popular Mechanic, the demand for AI servers is so ungodly high that it's causing a global shortage of memory chips because giants like Nvidia and Microsoft are buying up every high-end chip on the planet to train their models. Suppliers like Samsung and Micron are shifting their production lines away from standard RAM. Top engineers at Anthropic and OpenAI just admitted that AI now writes 100% of their code. Boris Cherny from Anthropic and the famous OpenAI researcher known as Rune both went on record saying that they basically never type out code manually anymore. Instead, they've shifted entirely to being orchestrators. This perfectly matches the warning we heard from Anthropic's CEO earlier this week about coding tasks being fully replaceable within 12 months. Next up, OpenAI just announced that they are retiring several major models, including the early versions of ChatGPT 4.0. This is a massive shift. According to reports from CNET and Mashable, OpenAI is removing GPT-4o, GPT-4 Turbo, and even the older GPT 3.5 models. Basically, Sam Altman is forcing the entire world into the GPT-5 era. A lot of users are actually heartbroken about this. Many people, especially power users and developers, prefer the specific vibe or personality of earlier 4.0 versions for creative writing or specific coding tasks. And also, OpenAI is currently burning cash faster than almost any startup in history. According to a series of reports from The Economist and analysis from Silicon Valley insiders, OpenAI is on track to potentially lose upwards of $14 billion in 2026 alone. To put that in perspective, they are spending far more than they earn, and the gap is only getting wider. Even Michael Burry, the Big Short legend who predicted the 2008 housing crash, is sounding the alarm on X, suggesting that the AI economics crisis is officially here. Next up, Google just released something that completely changed the open gaming industry. It's called Project Genie, and this AI can turn a single image, a sketch, or even just a text prompt into a fully playable, interactive 3D world. This is absolutely insane. Usually, if you want to build a video game, you need a massive team, complex engines like Unity, and months of manual coding. But Genie does it in a single prompt. Look at these examples. You can write a simple prompt, and the AI turns it into an interactive level where you can actually control a character in a 3D world. Researchers at DeepMind trained this model on over 200,000 hours of video gameplay. The crazy part is that the data was completely unlabeled. That means the AI learned the laws of physics, like gravity, jumping, and object collisions, purely by watching people play. The potential here is huge. We are talking about the democratization of game design, where anyone can create their own infinite virtual worlds just by talking to an AI. This is a massive shift from traditional rendering, and it's a huge reason why gaming stocks have been so volatile this week. The impact was so immediate that shares of gaming giants like Unity, Roblox, and Take-Two started sliding as soon as this news broke. Investors are terrified that traditional game engines are about to become obsolete. We are talking about the democratization of game dev, where anyone with a prompt can become a studio. Next up, China has just started rolling out humanoid robot cops onto the streets of major cities. China is aggressively pushing humanoid robots into the real world to normalize them in daily life. These are fully functional humanoid units patrolling cities like Beijing and Shanghai. Khaby Lame, the most followed person on TikTok, just signed a staggering $975 million deal to create his official AI digital twin. According to reports from Fortune and Mashable, Khaby is cashing in by selling a majority stake in his brand to a tech firm that specializes in hyper-realistic avatars. Basically, they are building a digital Khaby that can mimic his signature silent expressions and gestures with 100% accuracy. This AI twin can produce content in dozens of different languages and be in 1,000 places at once. Apple just acquired an Israeli AI startup called Q.ai for $2 billion to make sure your iPhone can literally read your lips. See, the problem with AI assistants right now is that you have to actually talk to them, which is awkward in a quiet office or impossible in a loud club. Q.ai specializes in something called silent speech. This AI can interpret tiny facial muscle movements and lip pattern to understand exactly what you're saying, even if you don't make a single sound. Next up, a Japanese startup, Alt Inc., pulled off one of the fastest crashes in stock market history. They went through a high-profile IPO, but they were officially delisted in just 10 months. YouTube officially wiped out over 4.7 billion views worth of AI brain rot. If you have been on the platform recently, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those weird, low-quality, fully automated videos with creepy AI voices and nonsensical scripts designed just to farm ad revenue. Google is finally saying enough is enough. According to reports from Android Police and Yahoo Tech, YouTube has started a systematic purge of these content farms. We are talking about thousands of channels that disappeared overnight. Advertisers are tired of their brands appearing next to AI-generated garbage, and real creators are tired of being buried by slop that takes 30 seconds to make. Amazon just admitted that they discovered a high volume of child sexual abuse material directly in their AI training data. According to reports from Bloomberg and Engadget, Amazon's safety teams found the illegal content while scouring the massive datasets used to train their latest models. But Amazon is refusing to say where this data actually came from. Why does this matter? Well, if they were using common open source datasets like Leon or other massive web-scraped libraries, it means that almost every other AI giant, including Google and OpenAI, might be training their safe models on the exact same toxic material. Google just officially launched a cheaper AI plan called AI Plus, and it's rolling out globally for just $7.99 a month. If you're a student or a casual user who doesn't need the massive reasoning of Pro, this is currently the best bang for your buck in the industry. Next up, the open source French startup Mistral just released Mistral Vibe 2.0, and this is specifically designed for coders. If you've been using Cursor or GitHub Copilot, you need to see this. Vibe 2.0 is an insanely fast coding model designed to live directly in your IDE. They've completely overhauled the Vibe, which is their tech, for how the model understands the context of your entire code base, making it much more accurate for complex debugging and agentic coding tasks. Also this week, Google is turning your browser into a full-blown autonomous agent. They just added Auto Browse to Chrome, powered by the latest Gemini 3 models. This is super cool. Instead of you clicking through 10 different tabs to compare prices or research a topic, you can just tell Chrome to find the best hotel in Tokyo under $200 or summarize the news on this specific stock. And Google Maps now lets you access Gemini while you're walking or cycling. If you're on a bike or walking through a busy city, you don't want to pull over and type into a search bar. Now you can just ask Gemini conversational questions like, "Find me a quiet park nearby with a coffee shop," and it will analyze the map data and talk back to you in real time. It makes the assistant feel way more real world and integrated into your life. The update is currently rolling out to both Android and iOS. Next up, NASA just revealed they are using Anthropic's Claude to help plot the navigation route for the Perseverance rover on Mars. NASA engineers are now feeding that terrain data into Claude to help find the most efficient path through the Martian landscape. This is a massive win for Anthropic. AI is no longer just for writing code or generating art. It is now officially saving lives at scale. A massive new study just revealed that using AI in breast cancer screening cuts the rate of later stage cancer diagnosis by a staggering 12%. This is a huge breakthrough. If you aren't familiar with the medical side, the biggest problem in screening is interval cancers. These are the tumors that doctors miss during a regular checkup that turn into a nightmare months later. Usually, radiologists have to manually scan thousands of mammograms, and when you're looking at that many images, it's incredibly easy for the human eye to miss something tiny. But by plugging these scans into an AI-integrated workflow, the system acts as a super-powered safety net. It flags suspicious areas that even expert doctors might overlook. The result? Cancers are being caught much earlier when they are far easier to treat. In China, the Whale Ant Group, led by Jack Ma, is officially leading a massive AI healthcare revolution that is leaving the rest of the world in the dust. They've integrated a super-powered AI medical assistant directly into Alipay. And for context, this is an app used by over 600 million people. Next up, Deezer just opened up its legendary AI music detection tool to the entire world. If you've been following the music industry, you know that platforms like Spotify and Apple Music are currently being drowned in millions of low-quality, fully automated AI tracks from tools like Suno or Udio. It's making it impossible for real artists to get discovered. Deezer is finally giving everyone the AI radar. They've made their detection system, which they call the AIGC detector, commercially available to other platforms. And get this, the metrics are absolutely insane. They claim it can identify AI-generated audio with a staggering 99.8% accuracy. Next up, the first details of ChatGPT's ad platform just leaked. According to reports from the keyword and the marketing community, OpenAI is setting its early ad pricing at a staggering $60 CPM. For those of you who aren't in marketing, CPM stands for cost per mille, which means advertisers have to pay $60 for every 1,000 times an ad is shown in a chat. To put that in perspective, that is roughly 3 to 5 times higher than what you'd pay for a standard ad on Facebook or Instagram. The FBI just busted a massive industrial-scale AI music fraud ring, and the numbers are absolutely staggering. A North Carolina man has been charged with stealing over $10 million in royalties from platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. If you've been wondering how people are gaming the system with AI, this is the blueprint. According to the Department of Justice, Michael Smith used AI to churn out hundreds of thousands of songs just to fill up a library. Then he set up a massive bot farm with over 10,000 automated accounts to stream those songs 24/7. At one point, he estimated he could generate over $1.2 million a year just by having bots listen to his AI-generated noise. This is the exact reason why we're seeing platforms like Deezer and YouTube go on a purge of AI slop. So that is in this video. Leave a comment with your favorite story from today, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the next update. All the links for today's news are in the description or comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.